with Gold. My name is Jason Gold. This is episode 16, and we are joined by Champion Round own Dan Turner. Dan, how are we doing today?
Good, man. Good. Excited to be here.
All right, so we got Monday Night Football tonight. That's what we're going to talk about. A little gambling action, maybe a little fantasy action too, some player props, all that sort of stuff. And no one better to bring in than the Eagle Man himself, So let's get started with this. The line on the game right now is either Dallas 3.5, Dallas 4, depending on what site you're on. And the over-under is 51.5 and 52. So from your perspective, what are the advantages that the Eagles possess in this game that makes them potentially a live dog?
Honestly, right now, the only concrete thing I think of is Jalen Hurts. I think, with the system we have, our left tackle is going to be out for this game, so that's going to be rough. But that and Devonta Smith, if they can, connect against that questionable Dallas secondary, that's pretty much the best chance we have of pulling off the upset tonight.
So your opinion right now is that you think that this is a Dallas game, and you think that the Cowboys...
Yeah. I personally think Dallas is going to blow them out, honestly.
Okay. What's your score prediction then?
48-24 Dallas.
Whoa, that's a lot of points.
It is.
That is a lot of points. All right, so you're talking about... All right, so that might be the best bet. If you're going 48-24, Dallas is going to hit that by themselves over 52. So I have a couple of things on this. One, is this you just trying to fade the Eagles so that you're not hurt when they lose? This is actually, I know you. So you're a guy who actually give it to me straight. Every prediction that you're giving is your real prediction. So I know that you're not hedging against this.
No. Honestly, the Dallas, Dallas handled Jalen Hurts pretty well last year. So it's obviously there's a new system, and he's probably a better quarterback than he was last year. But that, combined with a lot of injuries to our defensive line and our left tackle being hurt for this game and starting a backup, which I have absolutely no confidence in, I think it's going to be a rough game for the Eagles offense, and that's pretty much the only way to keep up with Dallas's offense for this game. So I don't see that happening for us. So I expect Dallas to, especially with them being their first home game and a division opponent, they want to bury us quickly, I think. So I don't see us having much of a chance, honestly.
Okay, so we're talking about a Eagles defense that has thus far given up 6 points in the game and 17 points in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So now we're expecting them to give up 48 to Dallas. What is the change there other than Brandon Graham being out?
The quality of opponent. honestly, look who we face. We face Atlanta, who isn't that great, and San Francisco, who, he's okay, but we should have, beaten them by a lot. I think that I don't think that our corners can handle CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, and I don't think that our linebacking crew and the defensive line that's left can handle Zeke and Tony Pollard. So I think that Dak, being healthy is going to be a big problem for us, especially in Dallas. Overall, I just don't have the confidence that we can match up talent-wise with them, offense versus defense.
Okay, so if the Eagles are going to have a chance to win, you're saying that it has to be the Jalen Hurts running around complete show, right, and Devonta Smith absolutely having a big game. Is there anything that the Eagles defense can do in your mind that is going to be able to give Dallas some fits? Because Dallas has a really good offense, but we saw what the Chargers did last week. They held them to only 20 points. It's doable to keep them into a low-scoring game. So do you think it's a matter of the Eagles offense has to get going and they win the time of possession battle, or do you think there is something schematically that the Eagles can do that can frustrate Dallas offensively?
I think if we play, we'd have to play man, I think, on CD and Amari, and then blitz. If we can blitz Dak and get him under pressure, I think we might have a chance. I just don't want us to play, 5 yards back in zone and then have, CD come underneath and then Pollard out of the backfield and carve us up, because we don't have the quality of linebackers to handle that kind of thing. I don't have any faith in our linebackers to cover that inside action. So if we play man, which we haven't really done that much this year, I think that's pretty much the only way to keep them in check. We just have to get to Dak fast and make him uncomfortable.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of ways to, if you're confident in this outcome, how do we profit from it? This is what I care about here. So let's talk about maybe some bets to make here. So Dallas -4, you clearly like the over
Clearly,
52.
yep. Smash that.
The over 52 you think is an
Yeah.
absolute lock, considering that you thought there was going to be 70 plus on the board. So
Yeah.
So those are the two bets from Dan. Now, from a player prop and perhaps a fantasy perspective, if the game goes according to the way that you think it's going to go,
Yeah.
what are some of the action that you would look at in terms of props? Like, who do you think is going to have a really, really great game?
I think anything involving like Tony Pollard's yardage and scoring a touchdown anytime, I think those are good bets. I think Dak 2+ touchdowns would be a good bet if you could find that somewhere as a prop. I'm not sure about Zeke. I think Zeke's going to have a good game. I'm just not sure he's going to be. I'm not sure how they're going to deploy him. So I'd be worried about that a little bit. Any CD or Amari yardage props you can find, just hit the overs on them because I don't see us covering them very well.
All right, so let's run through a couple of these, and maybe you'll give me your take on a couple of these. So Ezekiel Elliott rushing plus receiving yards, over or under 84.5?
Over.
Okay. Miles Sanders 86.5. Same question.
Under.
Okay, and Tony Pollard is 60.5.
Way over. Way
okay.
Over.
So we're going on the Pollard train again, which I love to hear. That's music to my ears. All right, let's go to receiving yards. By the way, I'm using the DraftKings Sportsbook. If you have it in your state, great. If not, like me in California, well, you can still look at all the odds, so it's all good anyways. Amari Cooper, over or under 74.5 receiving yards?
Over.
CeeDee Lamb is 84.5. I know you're going to say over on that, so we'll move on. Mm-hmm. How about let's go to some Eagles side. Dallas Goddard, over or under 33.5?
I'd say over. I think he's going to be dumping off to a little bit. So I'd say over. 33 is really low for Goddard. So
okay. Devonta Smith, 58.5.
Over.
Okay. Jalen Reagor, over under 40.5.
Under.
Okay. Quez Watkins, over under 29.5.
Over.
And Zach Ertz, over under 18.5.
That's like 3 catches though, so that's tough. Like I would probably go over, honestly. I think the tight ends are going to be a decent part in this game because I don't think the receivers are going to be able to win any of their matchups on the outside, except for Smith. So I'd say over on Ertz's 18.5. You said, yeah, over.
Yeah. So we're liking the Eagles tight ends tonight, and then we're fading the rest of them except for Smith.
Correct.
Okay, great. I know what to do now. So let's go to the quarterbacks here. Mm-hmm. Dak Prescott, over under 301.5 passing yards.
Over.
Okay. Jalen Hurts, over under 243.5 passing yards.
I think there's going to be some garbage time. So over.
All right. Passing touchdowns. Dak is over or under 2.5 touchdowns, and the over is plus 150.
Over.
Okay, so that's a nice little bet. If you think that Dallas is really going to come out and score a lot of touchdowns, the over 2.5 on Dak touchdowns plus 150. It's a juicy number. Jalen Hurts is at 1.5.
Is that just passing?
Just passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I'd say over.
All right, so we're all on the overs tonight. We think it's going to be a big old game.
I think it's going to be an offensive for Dallas, offensive slugfest, and then Eagles score some late garbage time to make it closer than it really was.
This is an interesting one for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Passing plus rushing yards. Dak is over under 316.5. I know based on the fact that so that's like 14 rushing yards for him. So probably over there. Hurts is a little bit different. This would be 61.5 rushing yards. So what do you think about that one?
Under.
Under 61.5, right? Because you think that they're going to be behind and they're going to have to throw the ball more?
Yeah, I think that they're going to assign a spy to him. And with the athletic linebackers that Dallas has, even if they take Parsons off the line for a little bit, if Hurts starts to cover him up early, I think they can shut it down real quick.
All right. I think that does it. So we're taking a lot of overs. We were taking the over on the game. We were taking the Cowboys to win, and we're taking the Cowboys -4. And Dan's official prediction is 48-24 Cowboys.
It's going to be 10-7 now. It's going to be 10-7. I know it. Just because I said it.
For every fantasy team that I have with Dak and Pollard and CD everywhere, I hope this comes true so hard. This would be a fantastic way to end the week.
Mm-hmm. No one can ever say I'm biased, though.
That's true. You have your team losing by 24 points to your arch rival, so you're good on that one. All right, that does it for episode 16. We will be back with episode 17 with Steph Smalls later today. Also, you can catch Dan on Every Day is Draft Day on Wednesday, episode 8. That is also with Steph Smalls, so make sure to tune into that, and also look out for our giveaways. Tonight we are giving away a Dak Prescott and a Devonta Smith jersey. You can go to Champions Round, Instagram, or Twitter to find out more information on those. So until next time, until the next episode, see you later, and good luck on your bets.